And now let's meet the championship finalists. The non-starters for the Miami High School Lady Stings. Number 2, Janine Scott. Number 10, Adriana Rodriguez. Number 15, Sigrid Real Aguilar. Number 20, Aaliyah Vales. Number 22, Lamartrice Wilson. Number 23, Samila Ward. Number 24, Isabella Cabanza. And number 25, Ashley Rodriguez. The non-starters for the Spruce Creek High School Lady Hawks. Number 10, Emma Burma. Number 12, Marina Bunn. Number 15, Danica Hamilton. Number 23, Delana Gillard. Number 32, Casey Elkert. And number 50, Petal Joseph. And now the starters for the Miami High School Lady Stings. At center, 6'1", 200, Shekinah Rachel.
We welcome you inside the RP Funding Center in Lakeland for the final game of the FHSAA Girls Basketball State Championships. It is the 9A title on the line, the state's largest classification. Miami High taking on Spruce Creek. I'm Austin Lyon alongside Andrick Frazier. Andrick, the large class over the last several years has produced some thrilling games.
Really has, and we had a couple of games that have gone down absolutely to the wire. Luckily, we had an earlier start than we have in the past, so we won't have to be here until 11 o'clock. But I'm looking forward to doing the exact same thing in 2018.
Miami High in their 6th championship game appearance. They've won it 3 times. Colleen Buckner, 5'11", sophomore, and that is not a misprint. 17.3 rebounds per game for Buckner. 7 times this year, she has gone for 20 or more rebounds. The Miami High starting lineup includes a couple of seniors, Jennifer Rodriguez and Andrea Gomez. Buckner and Daria Whitley are sophomores, and Shekinah Rachel is another player who averages double-digit rebounds. 6'1" junior at 9 points and 14.5 rebounds per game. Sam Baumgarten Jr. eclipsed the 200-win mark earlier this year. He is a 1992 Miami High grad, played for Shaky Rodriguez, Frank Martin, Anthony Grant. Those coaches helped instill discipline in him. That is what he has brought to this girls program, and he is trying to lead the Stingarees to their 4th title. Spruce Creek is led by FAU signee Jayla Adams, 5'6" senior, averaging 17.1 points per game, and she has really come on lately. Hit 7 3-pointers against Colonial in the regional final. She's 19 of 36 from three-point range in the last 5 games. Spruce Creek 26-5 on the year. Their starting lineup includes Yoka Tassant, only other senior starter, Alyssa Derrick and Kiesia Edwards, both juniors, and Periana Sylvester having a phenomenal year at the point guard position, 15.5 points, 4 rebounds per game. Kelvin Ham with a chance to get victory number 100 tonight, and what a milestone it would be. Native of Ormond Beach, just north of Port Orange in Volusia County, was an outside linebacker at Seabreeze. First coaching experience was in football, but he has found himself with a passion for girls basketball, and he's got his team to the biggest stage this state has to offer. Miami High in blue, Spruce Creek in white. Shekinah Rachel and Alyssa Derrick are in the center jump circle, and we are ready to go here in the 9A title game. Margaret Busby will throw the ball in the air. This officiating crew from Jacksonville. Rachel wins the tip. Miami High the first possession. And right away the Stingarees get a chance in close but can't convert.
Forward to seeing some great half-court defense from the Stingarees.
That is the trademark of this program. The expression for Sam Bumgarden is the defense travels. Jayla Adams with the first bucket. Senior lefty with a little floater. And the pressure forces a steal. Kiesha Edwards comes up with it. Creek attacking and a travel against Sylvester.
This diamond in one press by the Hawks.
Buckner attacking on Edwards, banks it in. Adams quickly the other way. Nice catch by Alyssa Derrick. That shot was altered. And Spruce Creek wants to get up and down. Miami High, much more of a half-court oriented team. Stingarees are allowing just 33 points per game in the playoffs.
And here you see Spruce Creek packing in a 3-2 zone.
Rodriguez and Gomez play catch at the top for Miami High.
Really trying to get the basketball to the high post.
Got it to Buckner, right back out to Gomez. Miami High 22-3 on the year. Only one of those losses against a team from Florida. It was against Ferguson in the Greater Miami Athletic Conference Championship game. Buckner doing what she does best, crashing the glass. A rebound and a putback.
A great job of sealing off her defender.
And Buckner with the steal at the other end. Miami High beat Deerfield Beach yesterday in the semifinals, 48-31. Held the Bucks to 21% from the floor. On the backside of that zone, it's Daria Whitley. Nice find by Rodriguez.
Stingarees doing a great job of being extremely patient as it relates to getting the basketball to the open spots against a 3-2 zone. Here you just see high-low pass.
A couple of free throws for Periana Sylvester. Big scoring jump for her. She only averaged 6 points per game last year. Comes into tonight averaging 15.5 this year. Missed both. Rachel comes up with the board for the Stings. Rare to see Miami High out of control. That's a trademark of a well-coached team.
Look at the patience there, waiting on the high-low, and once again, trying to take advantage of their size in the post. You see Rachel just pushes her defender up the lane. Derrick was working around to the front, and the weak side help just a tad bit late getting over.
Credit Whitley with the nice entry pass over the top. Rachel 48% at the line this year. Sam Bumgarden told us yesterday that Rachel doesn't like to be a scorer. Bumgarden has to beg her to shoot the ball. Said when she's mentally and physically locked in, we are a really good team. Sylvester made the nice catch on the run. Left the runner off the front rim. Rachel pivoting with Spruce Creek trying to trap that rebound, and an errant pass will give it back to the Hawks.
We talked about Spruce Creek really wanting to get up and down and force the issue. See them trying to attack the basket in transition. Gives them an opportunity when they score to set up in their full court press.
Adams scored on the first possession for Creek. Since then, the Hawks have not been able to find the range. through the hands of Sylvester, and Rodriguez will slow it down.
Stingarees really trying to overload one side of the floor, looking to either the high post or low post before taking a shot.
New set for Sam Bumgarten's team. Rodriguez in the corner. That's her spot on the floor. Jennifer Rodriguez with the triple.
All starts with a great baseline screen on the outside of the zone by Buckner.
Miami High in the midst of a 10-0 run. Adams forcing the issue. That foul on the floor. First foul on Rachel. Adams is a kid that can fill it up. She scored 44 in a game against Jacksonville Mandarin in late January. In the first 11 games, averaged right at 11 points per game. Since then, averaging above 20. And she has picked up her level of play significantly.
Another turnover forced by the Stingarees.
Now we're 5 minutes into the game, and it's not often in any level of high school basketball that we can say 5 minutes in that Miami High has not taken a bad shot yet. Every shot they've taken has been a good one. They're getting what they want from their offense.
They are extremely patient, and be honest, I mean, this is a Bumgart coach squad. That's what they do.
Adams with the three from the right wing. She has all 5 for Creek. A deflection on that pass with Buckner streaking down the floor. It will stay with Miami High.
It's good hustle by Adams. Weak side of the press, sprinting back on defense. Here, see from just a step inside NBA range.
Adams with 95 made three-pointers this year. A little impatient there from Rodriguez. That was a difficult pass to get to Rachel.
It's not the best passing angle.
Yoka Tassant, the Rollins College signee. There's Danica Hamilton on the right side. That'll stay with Spruce Creek.
Checking the game for ladies' teams, number 2, Janine Scott. Number 22, Lamar Wilson. Number 13,
Miami High makes some changes. Somalia Ward, Lamartrice Wilson, and Jenny Scott all in for the first time. Tassant spinning in the lane. That shot blocked by Buckner, and she can start the break. 3-on-2. Scott, nice find in the middle of the lane. That's Wilson.
How often do you find high school ball clubs getting into the secondary break in order to score?
Wilson running the floor, and Scott patient enough to deliver the pass. Adams been the only player to score for Creek. It stays that way. She's got all 7.
And she is very good off the bounce. Her ability to knock down the long range shot makes you force out a strong closeout.
Almost 1,400 career points for Adams. Ill-advised pass from Buckner leads to a turnover as Spruce Creek brings on Delana Gillard for the first time. Ward draws the defensive assignment on Adams. Gillard with a face-up and step through. She was fouled by Wilson. Nice pass by Adams. Gillard in heavy traffic will have a chance for a three-point play.
A nice pass and great cut by Gillard. Did a great job of stepping in front of her defender. Wilson caught taking a mini nap. Have to stay between the basketball and your man at all times.
And Kelvin Ham called that out as Adams was taking the ball out of bounds. He yelled to his senior guard, "It's going to be open," and it sure was. Creek back within 3, final minute of the first quarter. Buckner's jumper in the lane off the mark, and here comes Hamilton. Danica Hamilton trying to go coast to coast.
Talks about this ball club, Austin, wanting to get up a lot of three-pointers, but when you're aggressive and you attack the rim, it's going to start forcing help to have to suck in and maybe get some of those weapons more open on the outside. 5 team fouls so far on Miami.
1 of 2 for Hamilton. And Creek got itself into an early hole. They're back within 2 at 12-10. Wilson caught that ball precariously close to the sideline. Miami High fortunate to keep possession as we tick down toward 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Rodriguez took a look at the clock. Here's Wilson. In the corner, Ward. Rodriguez used a dribble to get free. Decent look. A putback attempt from Buckner rolls off as time expires on the first quarter. Good start from Miami High. Spruce Creek's Jayla Adams keeping the Hawks in it. 12-10 after 1 here in the 9A title game.
The City of Lakeland, Cook County Sports Marketing, Publix, Southeastern University, and the Ledger Media Group. For the most up-to-date information on FHSAA championships, including the complete official statistics from today's game, visit FHSAA.org, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. At this time, the FHSAA asks that all educators in attendance stand up so today's crowd can publicly recognize and thank you for your dedication, commitment, and passion. The valuable lessons you instill in our student athletes help them to succeed not only athletically, but academically. Thank you, teachers, for everything you do. Discover who you want to be at Southeastern University.
Back at the RP Funding Center, 2-point game between Miami High and Spruce Creek. The Hawks have come on in the last couple of seasons. They got to the region finals a year ago, lost by 9 to Wekiva. Got here this year, and for a 40-year stretch, they had just 4 wins in the state series. The Spruce Creek program that is enjoying by far their best season ever.
Well, having the likes of players like Jayla Adams will help you break some of those playoff woes.
Spruce Creek crowd thought Buckner got away with a travel. Showed a nice touch in the paint. Buckner has 6 to lead Miami High. Tassett left open in the right corner. The rainmaker for the Rollins signee.
Austin, we talked about the ability to drive the basketball and how that's forced some help on the outside. It's going to start to free up some shooters, and you see it right there on that possession by Tayson.
That is now 161 three-pointers in Yoka Tasson's fine career. Buckner, strong drive. That'll count and a chance for 3.
Shinley does a great job of making herself available at the high post.
Foul called against number 15, Danica Hamilton, her first
against any type of zone, you're a player that is flashing up to the high post, has to be able to make great decisions, score and pass. We've seen her do both.
Buckner with back-to-back baskets from Miami High. She has 8. Adams gets a screen from Gillard. Nice crossover by Rodriguez in the open floor. The officials looking at one another. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Rodriguez got sped up a little bit on that possession and coming up the sideline, and a good job by Sylvester sacrificing her body.
The second foul on Rodriguez. Sylvester is shaken up, and Kelvin Ham will bring her to the sideline. Sixth team foul against Miami High, so Creek is in the bonus for the final 6.5 minutes of the first half.
Have to continue driving the basketball and finding open looks.
Great execution. Gillard could not finish the layup after that brilliant set from Creek.
See what Miami senior does to handle this 2-2-1 half-court trap.
Buckner up in the middle of the floor to help assist with the pressure. Buckner against a double team. Sets up Scott. She's got range from out there. That one pops out. Wilson had a chance at it, and here comes Tassett for Creek. Spinning in the lane. Gillard. Extra pass. Adams. And she's whistled for a travel.
Couldn't really see if her feet were set, were blocked by the new front row seating here, courtside seating at the arena, but that is definitely not a travel. By no means is that a travel.
That 3 would have tied it for Creek. Instead, it goes down as a turnover. And the Hawks back to this half-court trap. Ward tees up a 3. That is not close. Gillard has it poked away, able to maintain possession. Tassett will step back 3. She got fouled, and she'll be on the line.
Tassett knocked one down earlier from that spot, and just one dribble sidestep. Never want to foul a jump shooter, especially a three-point jump shooter.
Tassett is the best free throw shooter on the team for Creek at 71%.
Way to jinx her, Austin. Good job.
Always trying to test it out to make sure it still works. Kelvin Ham told us yesterday of Tassett that she's the hardest working kid in this program. And she has the ability to do more than just hit shots, but that's what they need her to do on this team. And Buckner may have gotten away with a travel. Sylvester hacks Samaile Award.
See a strong take and good call. Sylvester definitely made contact on Ward.
Fastest kid on Miami High's team knocks down a pair of free throws. Margin is 3, coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
So Miami here now in a matchup 2-3 zone.
Nice high-low action there from Hamilton and Derrick. Off-balance shot when she let it go. This has been the theme of the first half. When Miami High has it, showing a lot of patience and a lot of perimeter passing against that Spruce Creek zone.
They're going to hold the ball and force them to come out and play man-to-man. Thought she was going to pick up the other foot and wipe it. I was going to see if she was going to call it travel.
Kelvin Ham is sitting down on the Creek bench. Sam Bumgarten crouched right in front of the Miami High bench. Neither team blinking right now. Now seems like a good time to have our yearly discussion about whether or not a shot clock is a good idea in high school basketball.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of the shot clock in high school basketball. I think having a shot clock will force more bad basketball. You know, this is a situation here. If we're watching this game before us that we had for the 8A championship game, both of those teams play man-to-man. You can't hold the basketball for 3 minutes playing man-to-man defense. But there are a lot of coaches that prefer to sit back and play zones, which is fine. But I'm not an advocate of the shot clock.
We invite you to share your thoughts on social media. We're at Spec Sports 360 on Twitter, on Facebook and Instagram, at Spectrum Sports 360. Spruce Creek fans, I don't know whether they're yelling at Coach Ham to come out of the zone or whether they're upset that Miami High is holding it. And Kelvin Ham is, for the moment, more than content to allow time to come off the clock and keep this 3-point margin.
And I think he's absolutely fine by that. Absolutely.
Well, Creek starts to extend their defense a bit.
They want to come out and play man.
What an emotional lift it is, one way or the other, with this possession. Rodriguez, a 3-ball. And she cans it from the wing. Nearly a steal in the backcourt. Sylvester bringing it up for Creek. And a reach-in foul against Scott. So 2 minutes come off the clock. And the possession results in a Rodriguez 3.
I mean, a wide open 3 at that.
It's a 1-and-1 for Sylvester. If she makes both, going back into his zone for Creek.
They're going to press, first of all.
Off the front rim, Alyssa Derrick commits the foul. And that dead ball allows Spruce Creek to set up their pressure.
This is unbelievable. Now she's fussing at Coach Bumgarden about the coaches circle. He's all the way at the other end of this. It's not like he's out at half court. So he's not allowed to go and get water?
Some rules seemingly don't have that much of an impact on the game and should be just left alone. Whitley from the corner. It's back-to-back threes for Miami High. A 3-point margin is now 9. And Creek turns it over. Adams trying to find Alyssa Derrick underneath. And Creek has not had any success getting Derrick involved offensively.
Miami City's doing a great job of weak side defense and rotation. And I don't understand why Spruce Creek is not forcing the issue, especially on dead balls, and pressing full court.
Miami High having a lot of success without Shekinah Rachel on the floor. It's been one post Buckner's been out there for this entire quarter as Rachel sits.
Well, I think it works well for them too, especially against the zone.
Buckner at the high post finds Ward in the corner. The kick to Rodriguez. One dribble inside the three-point line, and Miami High is executing to perfection right now. Derek inside, finally able to get a bucket.
Good answer by Spruce Creek.
That ended an 8-0 run for the Stings. And Derek on the back of Buckner. That is the 6th team foul on Creek, so it'll be a sideline out of bounds situation for Miami High as Kiesia Edwards comes back in for the Hawks. Spruce Creek scored 65 points in the semifinals yesterday, 78 in the region final. They've got 17 here in the first half, and they might not get another shot opportunity. Well, Miami High turns it over, so Adams will lead the break for Creek. Final 10 seconds. Hamilton puts her head down. Tough angle traveled. .6 to go. Rodriguez gets it in. Scott, a foul. 35 feet away from the basket. That's going to be 3 shots with no time remaining for Jenny Scott.
You know, we're having a conversation like at that 4.5-minute mark when they started holding the basketball, and you're wondering if that was a good idea or not. She can't call out on the floor.
Well, they've now put 0.2 of a second on the clock.
So is she calling it on the floor or is she calling a shot?
So they are calling that, it's 3 shots.
3 shots, okay.
So 3 free throws for Scott, and the end of the first half has been a disaster for Creek. Down 3 at the 4-minute mark when Miami High started to hold the ball. Spruce Creek opted to come out of their zone. They played man-to-man for a possession, gave up a 3. Then Miami High hit a 3 on their next possession. One more free throw for Scott to make it an 11-point margin at the half. Around and out, she goes 1 for 3, and it is a 10-point game. Kelvin Ham upset as his team goes to the locker room. Miami High giving a vintage Miami High performance here at the half. They give up just 17 points and lead by 10 at halftime of the 9A championship game. Halftime here at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland. Miami High in pursuit of their 4th championship. They're up 10 at the half, 27-17. Austin Lyon, Andrick Frazier. Our entire MySpectrumSports.com crew is here. Miami High, 56% from the field. They got the shots they wanted in the first half.
They really did a great job, Austin, especially early on against the 3-2 and 2-3 zone of taking the shots that the defense allowed them to have, not forcing the issue. And look what they've been able to do on the rebounds, 15-6 edge.
Only 6 rebounds for Creek. All of them are defensive. No offensive rebounds so far for the Hawks. Miami High back in the state championship game for the first time since 2015 when they last won it. Lost in the region finals to Ferguson the last 2 years, 52-34 a year ago. When Miami High gets here, they get to the championship game. Every time they have gotten to the state tournament, they've won in the semifinals. And with a win, the Stingarees would become only the 2nd program from Miami-Dade County with 4 state championships. Miami Country Day, which has won 5 in a row, is the other team to reach that number. Well, what kind of adjustments do you expect to see from Creek in the second half? We had an awkward end to the way that first half played out. Creek was within 3 with 4 minutes to go. Miami High had a long possession in which they held the ball, resulted in a made 3, and then they owned the rest of the second quarter.
I think if you're Spruce Creek, you have to force the issue now defensively. You can't sit back in a 2-3 or 3-2 zone. You really have to come out, try to speed the game up. You have to get this game in the 50s.
Miami High in the postseason is limiting opponents to 33.2 points per game. Rachel back out there to start the second half for the Stingarees. 6'1" junior who is 2nd on the team in scoring and 2nd on the team in rebounding, sat out for much of the second quarter. Miami High fully in control of the pace, and they are able to show a lot of patience against this Spruce Creek zone.
And I think they'll continue swinging the basketball side to side until Spruce Creek comes out and forces the action.
Already a minute off the clock here to start the third quarter. Had a possession in the second quarter in which Miami High had it for 2.5 minutes. Now, I was a proponent of Spruce Creek staying in the zone at the end of the first half. You stay in it, you go to the locker room down 3. That seems pretty good. Down 10, I don't think you can allow Miami High to just sit out here and swing the ball.
Not at all. You got to come out and force the issue, and you have, the foot speed edge.
Well, it's not as if Miami High has made an effort on this possession to get the ball inside, try to find the middle of that zone.
Well, I mean, you can't make an effort when they have a zone packed inside the three-point line. There's no need to.
Creek extended a little bit there, but now they fall back. Adams fronting that high post area at the top of the Creek zone. Now Rodriguez impatient there. The possession lasted 2 minutes and 17 seconds and results in a turnover.
So it's like a 70-yard drive and then you fumble on the 3.
Something like that. Sylvester down the lane, kick out, Tassin open 3. She's got it. Spruce Creek has only attempted 3 3-pointers. They average 25 per game from distance. Tonight they've made all 3.
And this is what Spruce Creek needs to do.
Pass inside deflected. It will stay at this end of the floor. Amazing how in a low-scoring game, how quickly things can change. You're feeling like Miami High is completely in control. All of a sudden, Creek hits a 3. They get a deflection. It's like, oh, Creek's only down 7, you know? Sam Bumgarten Jr. on the sideline talking to his team. And it is a true family affair on that Miami High staff. Zoom out. His father, Sam Sr., is in the gray jacket. Been an assistant for a long time. His older brother, Nicholas, is also one of the assistants. That's actually Nicholas in the jacket. His father is closer toward the end of the bench in that blue jacket right there.
Man, he is aged well.
And wife, Jeanette, and Sam's mother, is her first year not being on the bench, now sits in the stands. And because she's been in the stands for the entire year, she didn't want to come down and sit on the bench at the state tournament, didn't want to risk jinxing their success.
Spruce Creek has finally come out of the zone and decided to pick up man-to-man.
It was the 3rd foul on Derek, so she heads to the bench. Danica Hamilton comes back in.
Sylvester doing a great job of creating pressure and attempting to keep the basketball out of Rodriguez's hands.
Edwards slapped it away from behind. Already nearing the midway point of the 3rd quarter. Creek trailing by 7. Edwards puts it on the deck. Whistled for a travel.
That was a good call. It's okay, Spruce Creek just continue to play strong defense.
Creek had 5 players in double figures in yesterday's semifinal win. Leading scorer today is Tassett with 8, a couple of threes. 3-point attempt way off the mark from Gomez. A chance for the Hawks in transition. Adams carried Spruce Creek early offensively, quiet since. She's got 7 points and can't find Edwards off the screen.
It's a pass Edwards has to catch.
Back screen to try to free Buckner. Long pass over the top by Rodriguez. Buckner traveled.
Hamilton was extremely aware, having a foot in the paint, being 2 passes away. Was able to disrupt the pass, forcing the travel by Buckner.
Dillard back in for Creek. Nice ball fake by Sylvester. Timeout for the Hawks. They've scored 5 in a row to trim the margin to 5 with 3:04 to go here in the 3rd.
Spruce Creek again coming out of that zone, playing solid man-to-man defense, limiting Miami to 1 shot and finding ways to score in transition. Strong move by the sophomore.
Combination of Sylvester and Adams in the backcourt has been tough for opponents to handle this season for Kelvin Ham's team. Adams the leading scorer at 17 points per game. Sylvester 15.5, and those two, as you can see from the stats, contribute in a variety of other ways. And Sylvester's the player who's made a big jump. Last year, only averaged about 6 points per game. So from her freshman to her sophomore year, a dramatic improvement.
Talk about just growth and development.
Offensive rebound put back for Colleen Buckner. Ten points, 8 boards for Buckner, just a sophomore. And she might not be Beatrice Montpremier, but a chance to be a very good player in this program.
Tell by the way she works. Extremely athletic as well.
Kanika Hamilton got a bump from Rodriguez. That'll be the third foul on the Miami High senior guard.
Great job of catching the basketball at the high post and facing up is Hamilton.
Hamilton 10 points in yesterday's semifinal win. All of them came in the second half. One of two. Rodriguez to the bench, so Gomez now will handle the ball a little bit more for Miami High. And without Rodriguez in both posts, this is not nearly as good a ball handling lineup for the Stingarees.
Not only that, I mean, Rodriguez just makes good decisions with the basketball. Can't afford for her to pick up her fourth.
Chance for Creek to potentially make a run here in the final couple minutes. Gomez, nice entry pass. Rachel with the rebound and the putback.
So quick off the floor.
Nice pass by Adams all the way across the floor to Sylvester. Rachel challenged the shot without fouling. The pass didn't look like it was too far away from Jenny Scott, but she could not reel it in.
I don't know if she was trying to decide to catch it off the bounce. Maybe had a little awkward spin on it, took off a little quicker than she thought it would.
Whitley had Adams in a tough spot, gave up on it, but Miami High gets a steal anyway, and Gomez will have free throws. Adams really upset.
I mean, that was an absolute gift for Gomez. You can see the pass coming here and just not being aware as Derek.
That's the third foul on Sylvester. I don't think Sylvester was close to the play to be able to commit that foul. The officials are now going to come together and talk about it.
And they're going to change it here to Adams.
They did change it, so Jayla Adams got the foul. That's her first.
They were kind of both in there now. Could have been 1 or 5.
Not nearly as far away as the Creek fans or Coach Kelvin Ham would have had you believe. Rachel commits the foul from Miami High. Just the second team foul against the Stingarees. Creek has committed 3. Hand off Adams. Derek rejected by Rachel.
I mean, Rachel showed some defensive back closing speed on this play. She was clearly beat on the backdoor cut.
One of those sideline out of bounds sets that's probably worked a lot for a wide open layup this year, but not in a state championship game with a player that has the athleticism of Rachel. Gillard, a couple of low crossovers in between the two bigs from Miami High, and Buckner pulls it down. Tassin with a deflection, a foul down in the corner. And there's been no indication of who this is going to be against.
This on Whitley.
So loose ball foul against Miami High. Sylvester behind the back dribble, hangs in the lane. That was short. The kick out Adams. Quick release three off the front rim. Derrick following it up. That ball was deflected, and it will stay with Spruce Creek.
3 good looks for Spruce Creek and just unable to get it to fall. Good pass.
There's Derrick. Same sideline out of bounds play that Rachel blocked on the previous set. It works to perfection here. A layup for Derrick and a timeout for Spruce Creek.
Here it is here, just a nice back screen. And there is absolutely no help given by Gomez.
It was Tassant that set the screen that helped free Derrick. Kelvin Ham says he's a better football coach than he is a basketball coach. He looks like a football coach right now in that huddle.
Thank you to the following.
Trying to lead Spruce Creek to their first ever girls basketball state championship. They would be just the second public school from Volusia County to win a title. Miami High trying to win their fourth and third in the last 5 years. This large classification final has produced some memorable finishes recently. You go back to last year, Boca Raton and Ferguson tied with a second and a half remaining. Audrey Ramsey with a 3 at the buzzer to win it for the Bobcats. Gomez's entry pass deflected and taken away.
It is so difficult to get a clean post entry pass on the first side without reversing the basketball.
Adams with a defender on her hip. That was last touch by Miami High. It was going to go out off Adams. Rachel clearly did not see that as she went diving for it.
Checking it down for the ladies' things, number 22, Lamartrice Wilson.
Wilson back as Rachel sits with 18.9 to go. Sylvester got into the lane. Good aggressive drive that time from Periana Sylvester. Miami High does not get a shot away. And we head to the fourth and final quarter here in Lakeland. It is a 5-point game. Creek trailed by 10 at the half, and they cut the margin in half. 32-27, back for the start of the fourth after this.
Competition by Montgomery, an FHSAA contest official. There's a need for officials in all levels and all sports, and you can help build those needs. We invite you to join the thousands of men and women in the FHSAA Contest Officials Program who play vital roles in the integrity of interscholastic competition. If you're interested, contact the Florida High School Athletic Association office in Gainesville or visit the official's website at becomeanofficial.org. A special thanks to the following championship committee, silver supporters, Mr. George Hudson and Hudson Pump, Kevin Michael Hudson, and Harold Fertilizer. Chick-fil-A is a proud sponsor and encourages you to eat more chicken.
Five-point game with Miami High leading Spruce Creek as we head to the fourth quarter here on MySpectrumSports.com. Nearly a turnover for Creek as we start the fourth. Jayla Adams right down the lane. The drive by Sylvester to end the third, the drive by Adams to start the fourth, and it's a one-possession game.
I mean, the irony of this team that has gotten here living and dying by the three-point line has found renewed life by attacking the rim.
In the first half, Miami High seemed confident executing against the Creek pressure. Now they're wilting a bit. Buckner does a good job of keeping her pivot foot down. Scott open three. Big shot for the Stings. Timeout, Sam Baumgarten.
Not an answer by the 5'5" sophomore. Taking her time and lining it up from the top of the key. And this all starts with great dribble penetration by Whitley. The Hawks right now almost in full deny defense against Jennifer Rodriguez, the best ball handler for Miami senior. So Whitley taking it upon herself to create a play.
And Scott, the best shooter on the team, finishes that three. Both players have been the standouts so far this season for Miami High, Colleen Buckner and Shekinah Rachel. Buckner with that astounding 17.3 rebounds per game average. Rachel not too far behind at 14.5. You think about the way this game is playing out. Those two combined average 32.5 rebounds per game. Just to give you some perspective, the two teams in this game have combined for 31 rebounds.
Those ladies are extremely active on the glass. I would love to see how many of those are offensive.
I'm going to boldly predict that neither will get to their average in this game. Hamilton plays catch with Derrick. And there's a board for Buckner. Buckner, nice spin inside. She's able to bank it in. Buckner leads all scorers with 12. She's got another double-double. Adams with the floater. A battle between her and Wilson, and Lamar Treese was the last player to touch it.
Just unable to squeeze it, but Buckner on this possession, good job of sealing, turning, reversing over the right shoulder.
12 points, 11 rebounds. Aggressive drive by Sylvester, and she'll be on the line.
Sylvester, great job, a change of pace, and just late rotating over is Wilson.
We weren't sure, given our technical capabilities here, how many replays we would be able to provide. A huge tip of the cap to our truck running replays, even giving you some slow-mo looks at some of these plays.
Expect nothing but the best. You have McCulley orchestrating things from the truck.
And Chris McCulley, Mike Cozzolo leading our hard-working crew.
Foul calling is number 14, Alyssa Derrick, her fourth personal.
That's the fourth foul on Alyssa Derrick. She's going to head to the bench with 6:16 to go. Rodriguez, who sat the last few minutes of the third quarter, once again at the point for Miami High. Scott being hounded out high by Hamilton. And finally, a whistle comes. It's the fifth team foul on Creek.
Scott very strong, handling the basketball through contact. I think free throw shooting is going to be a factor in this game down the stretch, partner.
Jump ball as Buckner tried to go up. The arrow will keep it with Miami High. And you think about this being a close game coming down the stretch. Miami High has only played one game this year decided by single digits. It was their region final against Ferguson that was 50-48. Other than that, every game they've played has been either a double-digit win or a double-digit loss. Tassett keeping the ball in her right hand. Tough angle. She's able to get it to drop. Timeout, Spruce Creek.
And the Lady Hawks take a timeout.
Both coaches here doing a great job of managing possessions and making sure no timeouts go home with them. Tassett just getting to a spot on the floor where she can utilize her body to protect the basketball.
Tassett is the first player for Creek in double figures. She has 10. And even though Miami High has only played one game in single digits this year, Spruce Creek has played 9, and they are 6-3 in those games. So a significant amount of experience for the Hawks in tight games coming down the stretch. Buckner couldn't handle the pass. Here comes Adams for Spruce Creek. Behind the back, kick out to Hamilton. She was not ready for that pass. Creek fortunate to keep possession. Adams, quick first step, and she'll be on the line.
Spruce Creek keeps finding a way to stay in this contest. Adams here, quick first step.
One possession game after the free throws by Adams. 37-34 with 5 minutes to go. Reach-in foul whistled against Hamilton. That's the 6th team foul against Spruce Creek.
Foul ball is number 15, tonight to Hamilton, her 4th personal. Team 6.
See if Miami can handle the pressure, spread the floor, get something going towards the rim.
Buckner at the top of the key, sizing up Tassett. Ward looks like she doesn't want much to do with the ball, and she throws it away. 2-on-2, Adams up ahead, Sylvester fouled again. Creek back to the line with a chance to cut it to 1.
Just an errant pass by Ward, and Jayla Adams with the pitch ahead to Sylvester, who draws the foul from Whitley.
Shekinah Rachel going to come back in for Miami High. Edwards back in as well for Spruce Creek. Sylvester, 63% shooter at the line. She is now just 2 for 7. Creek trailed by 10 at the half. Right now it's a 2-point game. Sylvester, good pass out of the trap. Ball through the hands of Rachel and retrieved by Edwards. Spruce Creek can tie or take the lead with a 3. Edwards up to screen for Adams. Got her going to the left hand. Easy finish, and we're tied at 37.
Adams is nearly unstoppable going left.
Scott underneath Buckner. Rebound Rachel. Shoved it into the side of the rim, and it'll stay with Miami High.
Adams here just coming off the brush screen by Edwards.
Adams with 13. She leads all scorers. Buckner, nice catch off the feed from Scott that had no angle. The pitch up ahead. Gillard with the ball fake. Baseline jumper short. Rachel with a strong rebound. 3-on-2 for Miami High if they're hurry. Whitley. No good on the three. Great box out by Adams.
Adams with a chance to push here.
Tassant. Sylvester. Got a quick first step. That's going to count and a foul.
Extra pass makes this happen. Tassant had an opportunity to take a three-pointer from the corner. Excellent ball reversal of Sylvester. And attacking the rim has an opportunity for an and one.
It's an 11-0 run for Spruce Creek to take the lead. Miami High has not scored in 4 minutes. Where is the offense going to come from for the Stings? Buckner's been ineffective the last few minutes. Scott got inside. Extra pass, Rodriguez. Off the back rim. Another rebound for Adams.
Call it for low, allowing Adams to make a play herself.
Eases past Whitley. Tough shot. Rebound out to Whitley, and here comes Miami High on the run. It's Buckner fouled, and she'll be on the line.
Call Adams in that last possession. A great job of breaking down the defender. Had the opportunity to pitch the ball in the corner to a wide open Tassant. Instead, the missed shot opportunity leads to a fast break for the Stingarees.
And because Adams drove it, no one up top, no floor balance for Creek. Now Buckner can't end the scoring drought. She scored the last Miami basket with 6:41 remaining. Creek brings on Hamilton for Edwards, and it is now 5 players on the floor for Creek that can handle the ball. Buckner off the back rim. Rebound is loose. Rodriguez has it, and she's fouled. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Jennifer Rodriguez.
I can appreciate the hustle by Jayla Adams, but she has to have better awareness on that play. Clock is your friend. You wanted to continue running.
Second foul on Adams, and with the lack of a free throw box out on the last possession, Kelvin Ham goes back to Kiesia Edwards. Rodriguez generating some college interest. D1s like East Carolina, also a lot of junior colleges expressing interest. And she steps up to the line and hits 2 big free throws. Sam Bumgarden will take a timeout with his team trailing by 1.
Now both teams here in the bonus for the rest of the contest. 2 timeouts remaining for each.
We've referenced some of the great games we've seen in this classification. Last year was Boca with a buzzer-beating 3 to win 45-42. A couple of years ago, we had that double overtime game that Vero Beach won, 77-68. And then in 2015, Miami High beat Colonial by 7, 44-37. Creek has found some offense here in the fourth quarter. How have they been able to do it?
Really has been because of their defense. They come out of the zone, they start playing man-to-man, do a very good job of keeping the basketball out of Jennifer Rodriguez's hands and attacking the basket. which has led to some very easy scoring opportunities and their ability to get to the free throw line.
We'll see what Miami High does defensively out of the timeout. Buckner at the top of a press. A deflection. Sylvester retrieves it, attacks, and that was last touched by Rodriguez.
Active hands by the ladies in blue.
Sylvester got a step on Rodriguez. Tough finish with Rachel coming over to challenge.
And they come back and sit in the zone. It's a great change of pace. You have to make sure you find out where Rodriguez is at all times, as well as Scott.
A timeout Miami High. Rodriguez was trapped along the baseline. Coach Baumgarten sensing trouble and not wanting to waste a possession.
Well, they have the basketball here underneath out of bounds and see what he's going to draw up here, especially against the zone. 3-point lead, just an easy 2-point bucket. No need to start hoisting up threes.
Miami High now with 1 timeout remaining, as you can see on the bottom of your screen. Spruce Creek with 2. Both teams in a 1-and-1 bonus. Rodriguez got it to Buckner at the high post. Scott backs it out. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the game. Miami High just 12 points in the second half. Rodriguez can tie it. Off the front rim. Saved. Rodriguez gets it back and banks it in.
It's Miami Senior's last timeout. There's a lot of time left.
And the ladies team take their
Here's a
final
good ball
timeout.
reversal, and Rodriguez with the 3-point shot. And how about Rachel keeping the play alive?
Part of the reason it becomes so important that Miami High does not have a timeout is that in high school basketball, unlike college and the NBA, the clock does not stop on a made basket in the final minute. So if you find yourself trailing by 3, you get a 2 with 8 seconds to go, the clock could potentially run out without Spruce Creek even having to inbound the ball.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So 43.9 to go. What do you expect to see from the Stings coming out of this timeout?
I expect some full court pressure. I would expect them to be in their dominant one, maybe not line up man-to-man and really push up the floor. 2 or 3 very hard traps in the backcourt, trying to force a turnover, and then we'll start seeing them trying to put some people on the free throw line.
Spruce Creek as a team, 9 of 18 at the line, 50%. And Miami has only committed 17 fouls, so we've got a couple of 1-and-1 situations. Tassant gets the inbounds pass for Creek and gets into the arms of Adams. That's the player you want to have the ball if you're a Spruce Creek fan. Adams into the lane, tried to find Derrick, and they turned it over.
You just cannot make that play as a senior, especially as a point guard. You have to pull that basketball out and make them foul you.
Remember, Miami High is out of timeouts. Under a half minute to go. Rodriguez has it for the Stings. Off a high screen from Rachel. Rodriguez. Shot blocked by Tassant. Rachel has it and she's fouled with 16.5 to go.
Well, Rodriguez was absolutely mugged on her drive. I can't believe this is a no call. She's absolutely mugged. And then Rachel again, just having the wherewithal to not give up on the play, comes up with the offensive rebound.
The foul was on Danica Hamilton. It's her 5th. So Hamilton fouls out of the game. And here comes Shekinah Rachel, 48% at the line.
48%.
Not in the last 16 seconds of a state championship game.
She makes both of them.
Miami High by 1. Timeout, Spruce Creek. What is it about this large classification that produces these kind of games?
It's like FHSAA just does not want to leave Lakeland. They do what they can to make sure they stay absolutely as late as possible.
So Miami High executes offensively. Rachel at the line hits both to give them the lead. Stings looking for their 4th state championship. Spruce Creek has never been here before. First ever trip to the state tournament. Kelvin Ham talking to his players in the huddle. What kind of play do you want to see Creek run here?
Well, I think you got to get the basketball in Jayla Adams' hands. And if it's me, it's Jayla Adams or Sylvester. I would like to maybe see some type of high screen play where Jayla Adams is coming off of the screen on the same side where Sylvester is. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you do. You not, you kick it to Sylvester. She has an opportunity to penetrate herself, but we're not settling for a three-point shot. We're trying to get to the rim. The thing to remember is that the Stingarees are on the double bonus. So if Spruce Creek cannot make a shot and they have to foul, that's 2 free throws for Miami Senior.
Miami High with full court pressure. Edwards to trigger it in for the Hawks. They get it into Sylvester. Miami High defender fell down. Sylvester crosses over in heavy traffic. She's fouled with 9.9 remaining.
So here on the inbounds, we missed the tackle here by Scott. And then on the drive by Sylvester.
Sylvester hits the first. Just 4 of 9 at the line tonight, but players are stepping up to match the moment. Miami High does not have a timeout. Sylvester gives Spruce Creek the lead. Kelvin Ham will take a timeout.
Well, partner, unless there's a foul, looks like we will not be ending this one in overtime. Neither team with a timeout. How about 2 young ladies stepping up when it's the most critical part of a game and sinking free throws?
Shekinah Rachel hit 2 for Miami High to give them the lead. Brianna Sylvester comes right back and hits 2 for Spruce Creek. Second leading scorer on the team for the Hawks. 5', 5" sophomore Brianna Sylvester. The biggest points of her young career, and now the Hawks are a defensive stop away from winning their first ever state championship. .9 remaining. Here comes Rodriguez from Miami High. Splits a double team, kick out, Scott for the game! It's short, rebound Miami High, they miss at the buzzer, and Creek is a state champion!
And Spruce Creek goes wild. What an unbelievable finish. Can't ask for a more hard-fought and better coached game by both squads. Guard Rodriguez did a great job of breaking the pressure as she splits the defenders. Wide open, Scott has an opportunity to lace it up just short. Point blank range for Buckner. She just can't get it to go down.
Colleen Buckner with an offensive rebound and a chance to win it right underneath the rim. It bounces off the side of the rim, and Spruce Creek wins a state championship. You are seeing so much emotion from all the Hawks, specifically Delana Gillard, 5'6" sophomore guard. The team dedicated the season to Gillard's family. Her father died suddenly in late August. He was just 49 years old. The team dedicated this season to his memory. A lot of the family members are here. Gillard embraced by her teammates at the end of the game with the tears flowing. What a moment for Gillard and the rest of the Hawks to win the state championship in that fashion. And once again, the 9A class delivers here at the state tournament.
I think I want to sign up to do these just for the rest of my life. Let's just forget all the other classifications and do this. I mean, just, you know, what a fairy tale story. Your first ever trip here to Lakeland and the opportunity to win a state championship on the largest stage in dramatic fashion. You couldn't have asked for a better contest.
Incredible. Jayla Adams goes out a winner in her final game. Periana Sylvester with the 2 free throws that won it for Kelvin Ham and the Hawks. What a finish to the 2018 girls basketball season. Our final score, Spruce Creek 44, Miami High 43. For Andrick Frazier and our entire SpectrumSports.com crew, led by producer Chris McCulley and director Mike Cottolo, Austin Lyons saying so long from Lakeland. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week for the boys basketball final.